Hey fifth graders, Ms. Shames here. I'm going to be teaching you today how to add and subtract mixed numbers to and from whole numbers. So today we're putting together a lot of the things that we've been learning so far. We've added and we've seen some mixed numbers, we've subtracted and we've seen some mixed numbers. And today we're going to put those ideas together, but we're also going to use some new strategies. So today we're going to use the strategies of the number line and equivalency. So I added a few more examples than regular because there's a lot of newness today, but I think we'll work together to get it. So I first want to add 1 plus 1 3/4. I'm going to put that down on my number line. I'm going to start with the 1, and then I'm going to make a jump of 1 whole. And then I want to make another jump of 3/4, but I don't have fourths. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to partition the space between 2 and 3, which is equal to 1 whole, into 4 parts. And now I can make 3 jumps of 1/4, or a jump of 3/4. Here's plus a fourth, plus a fourth, plus a fourth. And I can see that I landed on, okay, I'm going to label these tick marks. So this is 2 1/4, 2 1/2, 2 3/4. So I can see that I landed on 2 3/4. And that's my sum. Let's try another one. 2 3/10 plus 3. So I'm going to start, I think it's actually going to be quite a bit easier to start with the 3 and plot that first. So I'm going to start with the 3. And then I'm going to make a jump of 2. Then I need to make a jump of 3/10. So I know that that's less than 1 whole. I could partition this into tenths, but I could also approximate and say that, well, I know 5/10 is halfway, so 3/10 is going to be about here. So I can see that it's going to land on 5 3/10. Let's get some practice now with subtraction. I'm going to turn to another page. And here's where we're going to incorporate the strategy of equivalency. You guys ready? All right. So I'm going to do 1 minus 1/4. So I'm going to start with my 1. And I want to make a backwards jump of 1/4, but I don't have this partitioned into fourths. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to make a backwards jump of 1/4, and then I'm going to label these tick marks. So since it's between 0 and 1, this would be 1/4, 2/4, or 1/2, 3/4. So I landed on 3/4. But here's what I'm also going to do. Using the strategy of equivalency, I know that 1 whole, if I'm thinking about fourths and I want to take fourths, I can rewrite 1 whole as 4/4. And I think that's going to help me a lot. So I'm going to rewrite this equation as 4/4 minus 1/4. You see how that's equivalent? I had 1 and 1/4, 1 minus 1/4, and I just rewrote the 1 whole as 4/4 because I know that those are equivalent. And I chose 4 because I want to take away a fraction that has a denominator of 4. So having this fraction be with a denominator of 4 will help me a lot. And that is equal to 3/4. Okay, let's try another one. This will be the trickiest one, but I think we can get it. So I want to do 2 take away 3/5. I'm going to start with my 2. I want to take away 3/5, which I know is less than a whole, but that means I need to partition this space into fifths. So I'm going to draw 4 lines to do that. And then I'm going to make 3 backwards jumps of 1/5. Minus a fifth, minus a fifth, minus a fifth. And I still need to label these tick marks. So it's between 1 and 2. So that means this is 1 and 1/5, 1 and 2/5, 1 and 3/5, 1 and 4/5. And I can see that I landed on 1 and 2/5. Okay, but now I also want to try the strategy of equivalency. So this time, I'm actually just going to take one whole from the 2 and regroup it. So I'm going to rewrite 2 as 1, and then I want a fraction with a denominator of 5, 1 and 5/5. Let's stop to make sure we understand what I just did. I took 2 and rewrote it as 1 and 5/5. I know that 5/5 makes one whole, so 1 and 1 make 2. This will just make it a lot easier for me to subtract the 3/5. So that's why I rewrote the 2 as 1 and 5/5. So 1 and 5/5 minus 3/5. Ooh, that's a lot easier. 1 and 2/5. So those are the two strategies I could use. I could use a number line, or I could use equivalency, regrouping a whole or regrouping a whole into a fraction equal to 1 with the denominator of the fraction I want to subtract. Can't wait to see your work.